need to do is make up on lost time. Lost time from being stunned by the Doctor Who finale and FF7 demo remake. It's finally time to go ahead and finish off these couple games. We gotta do it before Neo 2 comes out on Friday. Hey, Dovis. Alright, so... where is my mouse cursor? Oh, there it is. Alright, so here's the plan for tonight. We're gonna finish Ocarina of Time. Yep, you heard there was Ocarina of Time. And the lie detector test says that's the truth. It's right here. Oh. Well, that escalated quickly. Yeah, so whenever you get to the Temple of Time, even if you load in, you get this cutscene. Yeah, so the plan is to finish Ocarina of Time, and depending on how fast we do that, I want to try out Valferis, which is kind of like a blend of Contra and Metroid, but it's also heavy metal. That's right, it is a speedrun tactic. Well, okay, so actually we can talk about speedrun tactics because Ocarina of Time has been torn to pieces and put back together in an arbitrary manner over the last month or two, and it's kind of crazy. Heavy metal as in there's gonna be tits? There might be. There might be. So I know that the soundtrack was done by like a famous metal artist, possibly Swedish. That's what my brain tells me is like a popular Swedish metal band did the music for Valferis. And yeah, so the stream is not for kids. And my understanding is that the art style is also similar to heavy metal. The magazine with the tits, that one. So yeah, Ocarina of Time, any percent, has seen some massive changes over in 2020. I think it started back in January, but it could be completely wrong. But what's been going on is that you can now complete the game in under 8 minutes by way of arbitrary code execution. It lets you just move around your memory values and that sort of thing to have the game do whatever you want, and it warps you to the credits, which counts as winning. Didn't work for Ganon, though. He thought he was going to warp to the credits when we open up the Door of Time. But that didn't happen. He got the Triforce, but it split, and he only got the Triforce of Power. So there's 2 more pieces. Wisdom and Courage. Oh, sorry, Sheik's just getting to that bit. Oh, the legend. It's true. All of it. Right, so Gannondork, as in the comics, gets the Triforce of Power. But it wasn't enough to, like, literally create the Dark World from Link to the Past. But to do that, he's gonna have to get the other 2 pieces out of some cold dead bodies. And one of them is ours. We got the Triforce of Courage. Yeah, I bet it is a lot nicer to watch streams from places that aren't the garage. Especially in the middle of winter. Alright. Alright, here we go. Get your body ready. If you manage to You managed to avoid the spoiler for the last, 25 years. Here it is. Surprise! Oh, she got scary hands now. Second there, I thought those were the hands of Deadhead. What a twist! Yeah, exactly. They do it way better in Hyrule Warriors. I gotta say, they do the chic Zelda thing, but it's way better in Hyrule Warriors. Because, presumably everybody who plays that game knows, right? They do a little bit better job of making you think, oh, what if Sheik isn't Zelda in this one? Yeah, it was pretty good on Wii U. I never got the Switch version, though, because that's, like, easily 200 hours of my life gone again, because that game's really fun. Something unexpected. What's the unexpected thing? Tell me, Zelda. Oh, okay, the Master Sword sealing me away. Yeah, that was a little unexpected. I thought for a moment, despite having played this game before, she was going to say, well, you opened the door of time, you idiot, you complete moron. I can't believe you've done this. Fortunately, yeah, that's not the case. Now, I wonder, is Sheik not Zelda in Smash Ultimate? I guess in Smash 4 as well. Because the transformation ability goes away in 4 when Zelda gets a stand. So is Sheik not Zelda in the Smash Brothers extended universe? Have they retconned that? I don't know how these sages plan on luring Ganon anywhere. Frankly, I don't buy it one bit. Alright. So we gotta team up with Zelda. And she's gonna give us the good stuff. Light arrows. Silver arrows are linked to the past. Sonic is on YouTube, like the movie? Are you telling me, is it free? Because I would pay free to watch the Sonic movie. Uh-oh. Look out. Hang on, no, it's the copyright police. They've come to get us. Can't believe it. We're getting claimed. No! VCFSC_CS has claimed Zelda. We almost got away with it, too. Alright, hang on. I need to look into filing a dispute with Gannondork here. Gannondork's just gonna diss us now. That's not cool in the slightest. Now, unfortunately for Ganon, one of the powers that is not granted to you by the Triforce of Power is the ability to count. He's going on about once I get 2 Triforces, gonna rule the world. Nope. Call it the Triforce for a reason. You need 3, buddy. You need 3. Alright. So, as much as it might be tempting to immediately run off and try to save Zelda, what we actually need to do is jump into a volcano. There is one last thing that I would like to do before we go and finish the game, and that is to complete the trading quest and get Viggoron's sword. It's a nice backup for if I manage to screw things up catastrophically. Wouldn't say I'm known for screwing things up catastrophically, but I must admit that I have done so before. And I think I would like to heal up my magic as well and get another blue potion. So I believe that you can heal up your magic by voluntarily summoning the Great Fairy. Now, this is going to be all kinds of not safe for children. Yep, there we go. I have always played this game using just a ton of magic power. So it's good to know that you can get it back. Alright. So I was going to do this last night, but the Lakers-Bucks game was on. And it wound up being way more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. And also lasted until 10:30. So, you know, it was just done. What happened last night. And as for today's sporting events, well, I'm trying to forget about those. Let's just forget that there was a hockey game today, huh? Definitely didn't happen. It was fake. Whoops. You know, no such thing. It never happened. It's a fake. Oh god, it was terrible. It was just so bad. Just try not to think about it as I fail to climb a ladder. Oh wow, that's a great picture. That's amazing, wow. I don't know that, I don't know if that can really be said to be watching watching the Sonic movie. That's right, if they weren't shooting pucks, then it wasn't hockey. That's a good distinction that we must make for our sanity. Alright, so the reason that I have warped here is because of that broken Goron sword. And there is a big Goron friend here on the mountain. He's having a bad time. Early his work. Alright, so because we finished the fire temple and caused a volcanic eruption, we gave this guy conjunctivitis. So we gotta go hang out with... Alright. So, he gives us a prescription for his designer eye drops. Which is a little weird, but okay. And we're gonna make one last trip to Zora's domain. This side quest lets us get like a nice kind of circuit around. Nice last trip around Hyrule before we go. And I didn't mean trip like as in tripping over ourselves and falling into a hole, but that's what happened. So we're all gonna pretend that I absolutely just 100% meant to do that, wanted to get the hearts back. 100% pro strats. Right there. Maybe not so much. Ooh. Didn't get the sword out quite fast enough to go all death from above on that guy. But maybe we'll get to do some of that when Nio comes out. I am so pumped for that game. God, and then the next week Doom Eternal's out. A couple weeks after that, it's FF7 Remake and Resident Evil 3 Remake. And the 3D Trials of Mana comes out later that month. I think there's even something else that I can't even remember. Like the next month to month and a half, 2 months is just crazy for games. Ridiculous. Yes, and it's daylight savings time tonight, which is why I wanted to start a little earlier than usual. But that didn't happen because my capture card was acting up, and also my computer was acting up. I tried to restart it, and it just crashed. Didn't blue screen, it just stopped working. And hung. My computer's getting really old. Like it can't sleep. Whenever it tries to wake up from sleep, it crashes and restarts. I still don't know what's causing it. Let's grab Epona. We're gonna need Epona to help us out here. Remind me not to put anything on C left, by the way, because it's still screwy. Weird computer things that are good. What sort of weird computer things are good? Is your computer just like randomly spawning snacks? That'd be weird, but also good. Well, that's good when mysterious noises stop happening. It's not often that you have, good things happen by accident. Like that. That wasn't very good, now was it? Now you look here, Octorok. Oh, no. No. I'm really pooching it today. Huh. Yeah, maybe it's just a weird Steam update. I'm probably about 2/3 to 75% of the way through Trails of Cold Steel 2. I've been playing that lately. And it's good, but I really hate the robot battles. I really, really hate them. I knew it. I knew there was a Skulltula there. Why have I never seen it? Yeah, Cold Steel 2, still good. I think the first game is better thus far. Just because it doesn't have the robot battles. Also, and maybe it's just because I'm better at the combat system and that sort of thing, having already played through the first game. You get really, really overpowered really fast in Cold Steel 2. In fact, I do think the game tries to encourage that with some of the bonus ranking point missions. The fights against robots or something else. The fights against robots. They're like the nightmare frames from Code Geass. But some of them are of, different types. And the one that was the boss of, the last chapter was, just a giant HP sponge that sometimes hit you for a bazillion. Alright. So the catch here is that we're going to get a timed mission now. Zora gives us the Eyeball Frog, who, he leads a pretty tough life. The Eyeball Frog, not only does it get made into eye drops, they also, flatten it out and pound it with a hammer and make the froggy chair out of it in Animal Crossing as well. Messed up, I know. That's why the froggy chair's eyes are like that, because the frog's, the whites of its eyes are removed to make the eye drops. Just a little cursed information for you. A little something to think about when you go to play Animal Crossing next week. And now we can use this current to our advantage. Luckily, the frog does not spoil in water. We can ride the current back to Epona. And of course, you know, Lake Hylia is on the other side of the map. So, we gotta go. Opponent does not like the barbed wire fence, though. He will not jump this one fence. You know, I don't really blame her. Barbed wire is nasty business. You're one of those horrible inventions of humanity. Oh, opponent, please. Oh, Link, come on. Oh, you got a dishwasher? Nice. So, I have never had a dishwasher. When I was young, and my parents had me, you know, washing dishes and all that sort of thing. And somehow this is the first time we've entered Lake Hylia properly. So we get the message there. I think we might not make it. What? Please. No! I have been heckin' bamboozled. That is actual nonsense. Real bona fide garbage. Trash, as it were. I just need to... So, one thing that you should note is that you can't warp. If you warp, you fail automatically. If you're wondering why I didn't, that is why. Alright, so what I was trying to say about the dishwasher is that when I asked, hey, why don't we get a dishwasher? My father would helpfully reply, we already have one. It's you. Needless to say, I was not a fan of that answer. But that was, in fact, the answer. Let's get into current here. One thing that I was going to say during the first run that didn't quite make it due to the urgent nature of movement, I was going to say that you have to be really careful with this quest because it's very possible to not make it in time. And as you can see, it was possible. Alright. Gotta get heavy concentration. We don't like fences. Fences are the enemy. I knew opponent could jump that. I wonder why she didn't before. Anyways. Oh, I see. You have to be right next to him when you present the frog. Oh, you know, maybe it's better that that first frog spoiled and this guy didn't get his hands on it. Alright, so that wasn't the only timed quest. It's time for part 2 of the timed mission. Now, I don't know what happens if you fail this leg, if you have to go back to the eyeball frog step or just this step. But I also don't want to find out. Let us abscond with the eye drops with the quickness. Alright. So we are well on our way here. We gotta make it all the way up to Death Mountain. Unfortunately, Epona can only get us to Kakariko. And we're on our own. But it's good to see just how fast she really is. Alright, Link, roll up those stairs. You can do it. Just head first into concrete. It's the best. You love it. Oh, so one thing I've been thinking about lately is classic 2D games and the transition to 3D that happened in the mid to late 90s with N64 and PlayStation and that sort of thing. And it's just been a lot of, like, a confluence of events, really, that's got me thinking about this sort of stuff. One thing was the Nintendo PlayStation being sold at auction recently. And that's a bit of a funny story, because the guy who had it was offered $1 million, straight up, by a collector. But he was like, oh no, it'll be worth far more than that, and he took it to auction and only got $360,000. And now he kind of knows how, you know, those people on Deal or No Deal feel. But it got me to thinking, you know, between the Nintendo properties and the people that jump ship to Sony or Sega, which game series that started in 2D had the best transition to... Oh, this is good. It's gonna be real good. I forgot about the Skulltulas. Let me just make sure that I actually succeed at this first, and then we can talk more about games switching from 2D to 3D. There we go. Okay, good. I love this bit. Just the ploip, ploip. Oh, Biggeron. I love Biggeron. Alright, so we got the claim check. And now we need to just wait a couple of in-game days to finish the quest. Or we can cheat. Well, I'll ask you, chat, what was the best 2D to 3D game conversion in the 90s? Think about things that switched from 2D to 3D. Mario, obviously. Zelda, playing that right now. I believe Sonic did as well. Final Fantasy. Played the FF7 remake demo earlier this week. It was on Monday, actually, when it came out. Sonic. Sorry, if you don't post Kappa, I can't understand whether or not you're joking. I heard that Sonic is a very mixed bag in 3D. Not that I have played... I haven't played any Sonic games, to be honest with you. What else changed? Castlevania did. Not really for the best. Okay, so the answer is not Castlevania. 2D is really the way to go. Oh, I've been playing Bloodstained more. The, Ritual of the Night. We played Curse of the Moon on stream. That was really good. But, Bloodstained's pretty good. It's got too much talking. There's too much dialogue in Bloodstained, but the game itself is fun. It's quite good. It's like a, it's a little more like Aria of Sorrow than Symphony of the Night. Alright, here we go. Nice. Alright. So Biggeron's sword is it's basically a claymore. It's very cool. But we're going to need this because it's possible to lose the Master Sword temporarily in the final battle. And if you are a dumb child like I was, you might not know how to get it back. And you might have to fight using the Viggoron sword. Oh, Well, another piece of heart might be nice. Where is there another piece of heart? I think there might be one in Gannondork's castle. I remember last time I said something like, oh, I should remember to get another piece of heart. Then I didn't. I guess there's a mini-game. You can play a mini-game. I don't know about that. I think there's something missing here. Is there a giant lake under the castle? Well, I mean, there's this lava. At least I think it's lava. That's 6 evil barriers and 6 fantastic sides. Looks like the top of a light. Now, I'm convinced that this is a Dragon Quest reference. In the first 3 games, you have to use the rainbow drop to form a bridge to get to the Dragon Lord's castle. So I'm convinced that that is a Dragon Quest reference. Obviously Mario Kart? I think Mario Kart might have been a Dragon Quest reference. Yeah, one thing to note, though, is this kind of monolith thing that's blocking the Great Fairy. We can do something about that, and when we do, we will get an upgrade. Alright, so, Gannondork's castle. Final dungeon. Let's go. Here we go. Starting off real strong, we got the Beamos. Always a little blowing up a good Beamos. Or an evil Beamos, as the case may be. Right, so evil barrier. Looking pretty evil. You can see there that there's another one of these kind of monoliths. Alright, so every barrier is guarded by kind of a mini dungeon that approximates the sort of stuff that you saw in one of the temples. This is the Spirit Temple. We just use damage boost to get through. Easy, no problem. With frames? Oh yeah, so the big orange sword is really strong. As you can see there, I'm still using it. Gotta get my money's worth. So, what we gotta do here, remember this is the spirit temple. So, gotta use an item that we found in the spirit temple, like Bomb Chew. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good on frames today, I think. Yeah, more Bomb Chew. Glad I can have 36 of them. Sure do need this many Bomb Chews. I think I do need a little more, though. I don't think... Actually, yeah, let's see if the Bomb Chew can deal with this, because I'm sure that the fire arrows are optional. But I have no idea how you actually deal with this if not fire arrows. Am I close enough to ignite? Oh my god, you can actually make that shot. Okay, well you're supposed to use fire arrows, but it appears that you can just make the shot. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you don't want to get hit by Wall Master here. That would be tragic. Gotta note, though, the big orange sword, you have to put it away if you want a shield. It will not automatically shield. Oh, geez, really? Just really good at picking the correct sunshine. Alright, and then at the end of each of these, you have to shoot the core with a light arrow. I don't believe the game actually tells you this, just that, you know, you have to destroy the thing at the end of each. But that's how you do it. And that lets the appropriate sage into the real world. It will warp you back out. Oh, I thought that was a cool effect, the warping. Alright, what shall we do next? I would like to get the gauntlet upgrade. I think that's in Shadow. Let's go reverse dungeon order. I think that's a good way to do this. Alright, so for this one we need Lens of Truth. Okay, maybe we don't need Lens of Truth. How about fire arrows? I remember this one's a little weird. Oh! So what happens if you get eaten by a like? Well, let me tell you, it sucks. And you hope that your tunic is not ejected into the void. Good and cool. Oh my goodness, that sucks. That's so bad. I'm sorry, I'm still speechless. That was terrible. Okay, but I gotta get this. Yeah, there we go. That's the good stuff. That's fine. I don't need to be flame resistant. Who doesn't like being set on fire repeatedly? I love it. It's my favorite. Buy a new one? I guess we can, but I don't think we need it anymore. Do we need it for the fire temple segment here? I don't think so, right? I might just have to do it under, you know, severe time pressure. I tell you what, this is how we know Gannondork is evil. He employs likes in his castle. You can't just do that, that's messed up. Alright, let's go get the last Great Fairy upgrade. Yeah, there is exactly one place in the entire game, outside of the castle, where this upgrade is useful. And it's right outside the castle. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we go, I just want to check and make sure. Okay, you can't actually reflect Beamos beams in this game. You specifically could in... I think in Link's Awakening you can. I think you can in Yeah, you definitely can in Link to the Past. That's the whole point of the mirror shield. Block those lasers. What about those frames? I lost exactly 103 frames. 103. It's not too bad. It's been a very low frame loss overall. So this Great Fairy, this one Great Fairy, you might not even think to come out here and check because every other fairy that you saw as a child recognizes you as an adult and doesn't give you an extra power. But this one is different. Luckily, the last one. Yeah, this upgrade is crazy. It should, in theory, make the game impossible to lose. But I'll tell you what, I have incredible talents when it comes to screwing things up in exciting and unpredictable ways. Yeah. So you take half damage with the silver hearts. In this game, it's the last upgrade you can possibly get, but in it comes back in Majora's Mask. And it's not the last upgrade in the game, it's just only like the third one. That always surprised me a little bit, but you know, I guess they figured some people will just not get the point of Majora's Mask and they'll just rush the dungeons and might, you know, end up getting to the end with only 8 or 9 hearts. And those people could really use those silver hearts. Especially, you know, going into Stone Tower and that sort of deal. So maybe that's why they did it that way. But, I don't know, if you don't help the people of Termina and Majora's Mask, I don't even know you. Here's a question, which one is better? Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask? I think Ocarina of Time is like the perfected version of the classic 3D Zelda formula. But to be honest, I think that Majora's Mask is a better game. I know, Link is just shocked at such a proclamation. But that's something that I think about a lot. I was certain that was going to work. That sucks. I'm really unhappy about having to ditch a potion for that. Yeah, as much as I love this game, I adore Majora's Mask. It literally flips assets from this game, and it does so that the game was made in just a year. And it's incredible that they managed to do it and come up with something just fantastic. Alright, so cubes. blue fire again. Hang on. God, I hate blue fire. Alright, so let's survey this real fast. I think the correct move is to start with this one. Let's slide that in there. Do it this way. Yeah, that looks right. Good. And we're through. Oh man, I froze up a little bit again. I was thinking about Majora's Mask now and how cool it is. I would say the one thing that this game has over Majora's Mask are, like, the number of dungeons. Majora's Mask only has 4. But they're basically all good. But it doesn't have... I mean, its final dungeon is nothing like this. It's mostly optional. It is very good. Oh, good. Of course, it turns out that, you actually do need it. To a point, anyway. I'm gonna do my best to speedrun this thing. Oh boy. I'm gonna be real sad if it turns out that I actually need the fire tunic. That'd just actually be evil. I don't think I do, though. I think you toss that over there and it makes the bridge. Yeah, that's right. Oh, come on. Oh, no! It's fine. It's fine. I was worried that it was going to be like, oh, nope. Sorry, have to do it again. Need to waste all my time. Didn't get the hook shot. Alright, crisis averted. We did not actually need the tunic. Gannondork is still a jerk. It's just the truth. So, forest is next. Where is forest? It'll be around here somewhere. And how convenient is it, really, that Ganon has a barrier specifically created by the combination of the powers of the 6 temples? Arrows? Blue rupee. Get out of here, Bloopy. Stand right here. Should get everything. Of course it doesn't, because the game likes to make me a liar. That's fine. That's cool. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be something out of, like, the Shadow Temple, right? There we go. But this room reminds me of something actually in a later Zelda game where I think they reused it. Something very similar to it. Life, let me tell you what that did. The scene did not actually show the result. It's a good result, though. We need this. Oh, I did not need to do that, though. That was dumb. I did it again. So good, I did it twice. BMOS no scope. You'll love to see it. That was a sick BMOS kill. Ooh. Wasn't very Forest Temple at all, was it? That leaves one more. How can you stand wearing those shoes all the time? You mean Link or me personally? Personally? Sometimes I like to ask myself, what if ice physics was actually cool and good? This is the closest thing to ice physics being cool. It also lets you float. I may take it off here, though, because there's something invisible and spooky. Yep, so the trick here is there is no light temple, right? You just kind of get the light medallion. I don't know if the dungeon is cut or what, but the bamboozle of this room is that all of these chests are trapped or otherwise useless, and the correct solution was just to go find the invisible enemies. Fortunately for Gannondork, we did learn the first song in the game. Uh-oh. What's going on in chat? You're losing it. You're losing it. What's happening? And then, hey, wait a minute. I heard a wall master as well. But the solution here is, of course, invisible wall. Don't worry, this one's real. The notes result as lullaby form the Triforce, kinda. Yeah, kinda. It's, I think it's just a coincidence, really. Because the song's been around since Link to the Past. But maybe they... Maybe it's always been an in-joke with Koji Kondo. Yeah, that right there, that's another reason why I like the hover boots, is when I screw up walking in a straight line, hover boots, you know, can save you from a little bit of embarrassment. Alright, on to the final tower. Here we go. With the vaguely threatening organ music in the background. case when you might want a sword, or might want a shield that works. But it's fine. We just go all berserker mode and destroy those little hosts. Are they dinopulse? I don't know, they didn't live long enough to be scanned, so it's fine. You know what, we don't need defense. Let's just go all offense, that'll be fine. And if you can hear the organ music coming in, it is, of course, Gannondork's theme, played on an organ. Pro strats, right there. Iron Knuckles, eliminated. Overrated. Because I did have to use a tiny bit of magic power to do it. That's okay. Stock up on a few things. Oh, a ladder to nowhere, surely. Nothing will go wrong here. I think I need to switch back to the Master Sword. Actually, no, I don't. I don't think I do. But now that I think about it... Alright, here we go. I love this. Use a bottle, it's the ultimate weapon. Yeah, kinda is. So I love that Gannondorf is playing his own theme on a massive evil pipe organ. Don't think it's quite the same model used for the Happy Mask Man's organ, but they're at least, you know, based on each other. And I think the Triforce of Courage gives you a heal there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think Gannondorf's ever read a book, so... Got that conservation of narrative. Of course it's going to be with Zelda and Link. Yeah, so you can't scan or Z-target Gannondorf. is not going very well. Put on my hover boots. Huh. Alright. Alright, I guess we gotta do it this way then. I feel stupid for having wasted any, wasted all that magic power. Too soon, too soon, too soon, too soon. I am constantly doing this too soon. Why am I so bad at this? Oh, sorry. Oops. There we go. Now you have to hit him with the arrow of light. And I have to use my first potion. Unfortunate. Good. I don't even know what that attack is. Hurts, though. How do I not have this happen? The real problem is I keep missing. That was the issue. Well, he's dead now, so it's fine. Barf up your green blood and go to hell. Big Bill Hells. Yeah. Yeah, that was a change from the 1.0 cartridge. They changed all the blood to green. Rip. He did. I did it, yep. Oh. But wait. It is a Nintendo game, of course, so... Metroid escape sequence activated. Alright. Maybe, just maybe, I should take off the hover boots for this section. A slight amount of precision is required. I wouldn't want to go, like, sliding off a cliff or anything. That'd be embarrassing. Yeah, Zelda knows a bunch of useful spells, like Unlock Door. To be honest, I think she might have had an easier time completing the game herself. Never have to complete any puzzles, just unlock all the doors. It's easy. I do like how she just floats across the gap. She's got hover boots too, that's how you know they're cool. Super intense music. Oh no. Arbitrary flames activate. It's fine, Zelda. I'm just taking damage to save time. I love the gas, like gas whenever you get hurt. Or, you know, whenever you're about to jump off a cliff. There we go. Oh, re-dead. Good. Good. Yeah, let's just get eaten by a zombie. That's a good way to close things out. Real Resident Evil. Alright, surely now we beat the game. I don't know if you can hear it, but my the rumble is going crazy. It's absolutely mental. I kind of wish it would stop. It'll make my hands go numb. Hooray! We did it. Gaze upon the destruction you have wreaked. But wait. What is that sound? What could it be? Whomst could it be? Not the burning ring of fire. And thus, Ganon is born. And that's how you lose the Master Sword. You gotta watch out. The first thing I'm gonna do is put on the Figuron sword. Oh, that hurts. The camera is absolutely destroying me. I can't see a thing. Get the Master Sword back. Which is necessary. I believe it's actually necessary for the final blow to be from the Master Sword. Oh my god, I wish I could see. We'll make a fight where the strategy is to roll through the boss's legs. And then the camera just explodes when you do it. Come on. Every time that block gets in the way, I take a hit. It's just having to destroy the block. Nice. stab him right in his dumb head. And you do have to do that manually. If you don't get him with that last strike, he gets up and you have to keep fighting. And that's it. And sit back and enjoy the ending. You. You gosh darn Yinzer, curse you. Oh, come on, man. You're going full Davros. You never go full Davros. Now, I couldn't tell you where this is. They're actually just flat out standing in the sky. Oh no, I have to press buttons. The Evil Realm. Yeah, so at least, you know, how silly this entire plan to get the spiritual stones and stuff is, at least that's actually, like, it's a plot point. They realized, you know, that was kind of dumb, we blew it. This bit's a little sad. Kind of undoes history a little bit. I don't really know how this works. It's like Gannondork is alive in the past. I'm not sure what theory of time travel we're working on here. But essentially, Link gets to go back and actually be a kid. You know, live in a forest with good people like Mito. Like, he doesn't have a home at this point. He knows he's not a Kokiri. And he keeps all the memories of this as a child. Which you know because in Majora's Mask, which is like directly after this game, chronologically. You get the Song of Time by remembering. Yeah, okay. Credits rolling. Now I can put down the controller. It's a good game. Really, really good. Zelda is probably my pick for best transition between 2D to 3D. Like, I think this just hits... Like, this is Link to the Past, but in 3D, essentially. And it is excellent. As for other things... You know... I mean, Mario... I don't think Mario translated to 3D very well at first. Like, Mario 64 is revolutionary, but I don't think it was very good. Final Fantasy did a very good job, I think. What else was there? Not Castlevania. That wasn't the greatest transition. Mystical Ninja, Goemon. Bomberman. Metroid didn't get to 3D until GameCube era, but Metroid Prime, that's probably what it is. It's probably Metroid. Metroid Prime absolutely crushed it. The transition to 2D to 3D. Okay, that's my actual answer. Although it wasn't in the 90s. I don't think Metroid Prime was until like 2004? Something like that? The 90s? Franchises that made the switch in the 90s, Zelda is my pick. But overall, it's Metroid. Dance Party. So I'm a big fan of dance parties and that sort of thing in the credits of stuff. Or things like Buckaroo Banzai, where they, cool walk through the city. There's Guru there, he's having a grand old time. Ready to cake stand. Happy Mask Man, it's really him. Oh, we didn't go fishing at all. That's right, I completely forgot you can fish. Half of Bigoron. Oh, my frames are partying as well. He's still got all his stuff, all his memories. And then Navi just leaves. She's gone. Which is actually where Majora's Mask picks up. So, I guess my only question is, does Zelda remember everything that happened? Presumably she does. Look, this time, maybe we don't do the Sacred Stone thing. And that's it. Ocarina of Time. Still good. All these years later. Alright, let's see. What's the time situation like? Oh wow, it's 11 or 10:50. You know, if it was not the Spring Forward night, I'd be very tempted to go till midnight and just play an hour of Alfaris, but I think I'm gonna take as much sleep as I can get tonight. And maybe start early tomorrow, because I do want to get some Alfaris in. I want to check that game out, see what it's like. And there's no Doctor Who, because that ended last week. So I'm going to try to start at 8 Pacific tomorrow. And the goal is to finish up FF4 and hopefully have some time for Valfaris. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. And then Nio comes out Friday. And I think it's going to be good. Alright, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Later.